As one of the most remote and mysterious places on Earth, Antarctica has long been a source of fascination and speculation. In recent years, reports have emerged of mysterious objects and unusual phenomena observed in the skies above the icy continent, including alleged sightings of unidentified objects. Someone on social media just posted an interesting photograph that was taken in Antarctica. The image in question shows what appears to be a huge circular opening, with the user saying that it looks like something crashed into the ice. Large cracks can be seen around the outside of the hole, which made some say that whatever it was must have impacted the ice at a tremendous speed. Interestingly, some who believe in the unknown have suggested that the hole may have been created by something emerging from below. Unidentified submerged objects are a relatively unknown phenomenon that has been reported around the world. These objects are similar to unidentified flying objects, but instead of being seen in the sky, they are seen entering or exiting bodies of water such as oceans, lakes, and rivers. USOs have been reported for centuries, but their origins and purpose remain a mystery. USOs are often seen in areas with high levels of naval activity, such as near military bases, ports, and shipping lanes. Some reports describe USOs as being shaped like saucers, while others describe them as being more like submarines or strange glowing orbs. Witnesses have reported seeing USOs enter and exit the water at high speeds, perform impossible maneuvers, and disappear without a trace. USOs have been reported in many other locations around the world, including the Baltic Sea, the Bermuda Triangle, embedded in the ice in Antarctica, and the Pacific Ocean. Despite the high number of reported sightings, very little scientific research has been done on USOs. Some believe that USOs may be the result of underwater natural phenomena, such as gas bubbles or underwater volcanic activity. However, these explanations do not account for the reported maneuvers and high speeds of USOs. The lack of scientific research on USOs may be due in part to the difficulty of studying objects that are underwater. Unlike traditional sightings, USO sightings are not easily captured on camera, and it is difficult to send equipment or divers to investigate the area where the objects were seen. As of right now, those who've seen this image have suggested that it was created by one of these USOs. Although there's little evidence to back this up, researchers point to objects that have been found embedded in the ice across Antarctica as proof of this. According to some researchers, Antarctica may be a hotspot for mysterious activity due to its isolated location and extreme weather conditions. With the continent largely uninhabited by humans, it is possible that any unusual sightings or encounters could go unnoticed or unreported for extended periods of time. In addition to a number of mysterious reports surrounding strange aircrafts that have been seen above Antarctica, there have been numerous officials who've come forward with their own encounters about what they witnessed while working here. Some researchers have suggested that these objects could be related to secret military or government operations, while others believe that they may be advanced aircrafts. The remote and unexplored nature of the continent leaves the possibility open for further investigation and exploration. In recent years, advances in technology have allowed researchers to better explore and study the region, raising the potential for further discoveries and insights into this mysterious and fascinating corner of the world. Despite the numerous reports of alleged sightings in Antarctica, there are also many skeptics who argue that the phenomenon may be nothing more than misidentified natural or man-made objects. With so much still unknown about this remote and extreme environment, it is difficult to say for sure what the truth may be. One of the reasons why it's hard to investigate these aircrafts is because Antarctica is the coldest, driest, and windiest place on the planet. This landmass, which covers an area of about 14 million square kilometers, is surrounded by the Southern Ocean and the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, which makes it difficult to reach and explore. One of the primary reasons that Antarctica is difficult to explore is its extreme weather conditions. The continent is the coldest place on Earth, with temperatures that can drop to as low as -128 degrees. The weather in Antarctica is also very unpredictable, and sudden storms can arise without warning, making it hazardous for any expedition. Another significant challenge that explorers face in Antarctica is the isolation of the continent. It is located far from any major population centers, and the distance makes it difficult and expensive to transport people and equipment to the continent. The isolation also means that any rescue operation is challenging and can take days or even weeks. Moreover, Antarctica is covered by a thick layer of ice, which can reach a depth of over 2 miles in some places. This makes it difficult to navigate and explore the continent, as most of the land is inaccessible by foot or vehicle. Additionally, the ice is continuously moving, which can create dangerous holes that can be impossible to detect without proper equipment and training. Another challenge of exploring Antarctica is the lack of infrastructure. Unlike other continents, Antarctica has no permanent human habitation except for a few scientific research stations. This means that any expedition to Antarctica requires a lot of preparation and planning to ensure that all necessary equipment and supplies are brought along. The continent is covered with ice sheets, glaciers, and frozen lakes, making it a challenging and inhospitable environment to explore. However, Antarctica was not always a frozen desert. Millions of years ago, it was a lush, green, and thriving rainforest. Scientists have long been fascinated by the mystery of Antarctica's past climate. They have collected sedimentary rock, fossils, and other evidence that reveal that Antarctica was once a warm and humid environment, teeming with life. The fossil record indicates that around 170 million years ago, Antarctica was part of the supercontinent Gondwana, which also included South America, Africa, Australia, and India. At that time, Antarctica was situated much closer to the equator and enjoyed a subtropical climate with high rainfall. Around 50 million years ago, Antarctica began to cool and drift southwards, away from the equator. As it moved further away, the climate became colder, and the vegetation began to change. The rainforest slowly gave way to tundra and eventually to ice as the continent drifted towards its current location. The evidence for Antarctica's rainforest past is found in the rocks and fossils that have been uncovered by scientists. The fossils include the remains of a wide variety of plants, including ferns, cycads, and conifers. These plants would have required a warm and wet environment to grow, and their presence suggests that Antarctica was once a lush and thriving rainforest. In addition, scientists have found the remains of dinosaurs, early mammals, and other animals that lived in the rainforest, providing further evidence of the continent's past. But how did Antarctica go from a rainforest to a frozen desert? The answer lies in the continent's unique geography and climate. Antarctica is a landlocked continent surrounded by oceans, which prevents warm currents from reaching it. In addition, the continent's position at the South Pole means that during the winter, it receives no sunlight for months at a time, causing the temperatures to plummet. As a result, the rainforest gradually gave way to tundra and ice, and Antarctica became the frozen desert that we know today. In recent years, scientists have become increasingly interested in studying Antarctica's past climate to better understand how the Earth's climate is changing. They have used ice cores, sediment samples, and other data to reconstruct the continent's climate history and to look for clues about how the climate might change in the future. Antarctica's icy landscape is filled with many mysteries that continue to captivate the imagination of scientists and the public alike. One such mystery is the existence of underground lakes in Antarctica, which have only recently been discovered. Underneath this ice sheet there are hidden lakes, some of which have been isolated from the rest of the world for millions of years. The first of these lakes to be discovered was Lake Vostok, located in East Antarctica. It was discovered in the 1970s by Soviet scientists who were drilling for ice cores. They found that their drilling equipment was suddenly descending too quickly, and they realized that they had drilled into a large body of water. However, it wasn't until the 1990s that the existence of Lake Vostok was confirmed, after scientists used radar to map its shape and size. Lake Vostok is the largest of the underground lakes in Antarctica, with a surface area of around 12,000 square kilometers and a depth of over 800 meters. The water in the lake is also incredibly clear, thanks to the absence of sunlight and the fact that it has been isolated from the rest of the world for so long. The lake is also one of the most extreme environments on Earth, with temperatures as low as -89 degrees. Since the discovery of Lake Vostok, several other underground lakes have been found in Antarctica, including Lake Mercer, Lake Whillans, and subglacial Lake Conway. Like Lake Vostok, these lakes are isolated from the rest of the world and have been cut off from the surface for millions of years. Some of them have been found to contain microorganisms, leading scientists to speculate that they may harbor unique forms of life. The discovery of these underground lakes has opened up new areas of research for scientists who are interested in studying the lake's geology, chemistry, and biology. However, exploring these underground lakes is no easy feat. The extreme conditions and the fact that they are located deep beneath the ice sheet make it incredibly challenging for scientists to access them. In some cases, they have to drill through several kilometers of ice to reach the lake, which can take years to accomplish. Despite the challenges, scientists continue to study these underground lakes, hoping to unlock the secrets of Antarctica's icy landscape. Antarctica is the only continent without an indigenous human population and has remained virtually untouched by human activity, except for scientific research. Despite its desolate and harsh environment, Antarctica is a land of natural beauty and scientific curiosity, with many mysteries and secrets yet to be uncovered. Exploration of Antarctica began in the early 19th century, with the first documented sighting in 1820. The first human expedition to Antarctica was in 1821, but it was not until the early 20th century that significant exploration and scientific research began. Since then, many expeditions have been launched to explore the continent, but despite the efforts, only a small fraction of Antarctica has been explored. To date, it is estimated that less than 1% of Antarctica's landmass has been explored. This is due to the continent's harsh and unpredictable weather conditions, treacherous terrain, and remote location. Antarctica is also covered by a thick layer of ice that makes it difficult to access and explore its interior. Additionally, strict environmental regulations govern human activity in Antarctica to protect its unique ecosystem, making it more challenging to conduct research. Most of the exploration and research conducted in Antarctica has been concentrated along its coastline, where it is easier to access and set up scientific stations. However, much of the continent's interior remains unexplored, and scientists are eager to uncover the secrets hidden beneath the ice. The subglacial lakes we just mentioned are believed to contain unique microbial life that could provide insights into the origins of life on Earth and the possibility of life elsewhere in the universe. Despite the challenges of exploring Antarctica, there is still much to discover and explore on this remote and mysterious continent. So, what do you make of these mysterious Antarctica discoveries? And what do you think caused this circular hole to appear in the ice? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.